I'd like to start out my talk today by presenting an example of self-determination versus imposition. So here we have a girl who absolutely loathes broccoli and is faced with eating broccolis for dinner. Her parents tell her that she may not be excused from the dining table until she eats the very thing she despises the most. The girl sulks over the fact, gets frustrated, and throws a tantrum. Now, as a result, her parents immediately send her to timeout. Frustration was probably the only result of this, and at the very least, we can say that this was a futile attempt at trying to get the girl to eat her broccoli. Now, the girl grows up, and as she faces adulthood, she incurs several health ailments. While she's enduring health hardships, she realizes the reason why she must eat healthily. She realizes why she must eat the broccoli. This realization allows for her to continue eating broccoli for the rest of her life. This was the direct impact of self-determination. Oxford American Dictionary defines self-determination as the process by which a country determines its own statehood and forms its own allegiances in government. But as we just saw in the last example, self-determination's application is not only limited to government. It actually can apply anywhere, and it should, because what self-determination does is it internalizes genuine and long-lasting change to truly promote values that we try to attain throughout our lives. It requires us to tenaciously attempt, strive, endure hardships, and struggle. And in the process of doing that, we're able to internalize change. We're able to internalize the course of action we really want to take. Now, we see this often in our government, and history shows that it has been prevalent. For example, the United States government's democracy was formed through self-determination. Ever since the signing and forming of the Declaration of Independence, the American people have strived. They've endured several hardships. We've struggled to form and achieve the impregnable and strong democracy we have now. That's what makes our democracy so great. We created it ourselves. We understood the reason to have this sort of democracy. And what that does is internalize change. Thus, democracy is not some sort of abstract, intangible concept to us. It's extremely tangible, and we cannot fathom a world without it. We understand democracy's vitality, and that allows for democracy to continue in the United States. What self-determination does is it creates tradition. And that's significant because tradition is harder to break than law. Laws and edicts are meaningless, but our mindset, our mentality, our value that we hold deep are priceless. And what self-determination does is it reaches inside us and internalizes the change. It changes our values. It changes our mindset. Now, this poses a very important question, which is, do we allow people to self-determine? Do we give them the ability to self-determine? Which poses another important question, which is, does the United States federal government allow for its citizens to have the option of self-determining? In other words, do we give them that essential broccoli that is so essential for self-determination? Do they give us the choice of whether to eat it or not? We all have the responsibility to self-determine. But in order to be self-determinant, we must have the broccoli in the first place. Thank you.